we'll go back to the wide receivers. Torry Holt laying out to make a first down there. It looks like in Green Bay.
Very nice. Torry Holt's still not in the Football Hall of Fame, right?
Is it time to play? Are they Hall of Fame or Hall of Very Good? I think it might be.
No, I mean, I feel like he should be Hall of Fame, but like the problem with the Hall of Fame with the receivers, and it's something we've talked about before in the show, is there's such a backlog. It takes these guys like forever to get in. Like it took Tim Brown like 5 years to get in, which was insane when you looked at like Tim Brown's numbers when he retired. And then like the whole T.O. situation was a whole other thing because they deliberately kept him out for the first couple of years, and he made a whole stink about it when he finally got in. It's like, well, I'm not going. I'll do my acceptance speech at Tennessee Chattanooga. So
yeah, I mean, he's the Hall of Fame All 2000s team. Torry Holt. He led the league in receiving yards twice. With 1635 and 1696 respectively, and had 9 seasons of over 1,188 yards receiving.
He's been eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame for 10 years in a row. He's made it to the semifinalist stage every year and has been a finalist 5 years in a row, and he still hasn't gotten in yet. So, like, I don't know. Hopefully for Torry, he'll get in the next couple of years, but like, it's keep filibuster for a second. I want to pull up the football eligibles. For next year.
So Torry Holt, actually, small connection to him. One of my high school football coaches, my sophomore year, played with Torry Holt at NC State. So that was I always kept anytime you have like a loose connection to somebody like that, you always keep a closer eye on them. And I mean, again, Holt was just like you said, just all those plus 1,180 yards. Oh, he was just top receiver in the league every year. Part of that greatest show on turf, along with Isaac Bruce. Just a really strong career there.
All right. Would you like to hear the first-time eligibles for next year?
Yes.
All right. So we have Eli Manning, who, people are going to debate that, but like to me, there's no debate. Like when you win 2 Super Bowls against Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots, and you're the Super Bowl MVP for both games, you're a first ballot Hall of Famer. So
and the fashion that he had to get there, it was the game in Green Bay. There was, obviously beating the undefeated Patriots. I mean, he's the anomaly, but he's still a first ballot.
Right. And like to me, the most memorable Eli Manning game of that entire run isn't even those games. It's the NFC Championship game in San Francisco when he just took an absolute pounding in a rainstorm.
That's right.
Just kept coming back, and he just made the plays when they need to be made. All right, so you have him. Luke Kuechly, pretty short career, but he was one of the best linebackers in the league when he played. Like, he's a guy who probably should be in. Marshall Yanda, longtime Raven, Pro Bowl offensive lineman.
Great lineman.
Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, huge part of the Seahawks championship team. They should have a second Super Bowl championship if they just give him the damn ball on the 1 yard line, but that's neither here nor there. Terrell Suggs, one of the best pass rushers of his era.
T-Sizzle.
Darren Sproles, we've been talking about returners and whatnot. One of the best little men in NFL history, and one of the best returners in NFL history. Joe Staley, longtime offensive lineman. Aqib Talib, longtime cornerback. The late great Demaryius Thomas, Clay Matthews, and Ryan Khalil.
So there's a couple of names on that list that I'm like, all right, maybe not. But the rest of there's a lot of names on that list where it's like, yeah, they got to get in. But like you said, you can only get so many in per year.
Yeah. So I'm going to guess they put in Eli and Kuechly the first year out of that group.
You said Kuechly had a short career. It was 8 seasons, but he was all pro 5 of them. So.
Right. And I think the precedent is kind of there with like Patrick Willis getting in, and a similar situation where, yeah, short career, but he was excellent like every year in his entire career. And like the only thing that really slowed down Kuechly was the concussions. Like other than that, like he was, arguably the best player of his era. So I think you're going to get those guys. And then like, I don't know how Antonio Gates didn't get in last year, but like we're talking about one of the great tight ends in NFL history. It seems silly that he wasn't a first year, first ballot Hall of Famer. I think you probably get him. You probably get, maybe someone like Jared Allen, who's been on the ballot for a few years, great pass rusher. And, I don't know. Maybe this will be the year for someone like Torry Holt, who's been waiting for a while.
Maybe this is the